All right, buckle up. We're diving headfirst into the dumpster fire that is the woke culture debate. But let me be clear, I'm not here to give you some half-baked milquetoast take. Nope, we're going in hard on both sides. You ready for this? Good. Let's talk about the far right's obsession with woke and the left's complete inability to define it. Because folks, if you think this is just about who gets to yell woke the loudest, you're sorely mistaken. This is a full-on political disaster. The far right, and I'm talking the real extreme folks here, the woke is a disease crowd. Yeah, those guys. They've latched onto this term like a dog with a chew toy. They scream woke every time someone mentions pronouns or removing a statue of someone who did something bad 200 years ago. For them, woke is the greatest evil ever. It's the deep state of cultural politics. It's the boogeyman under the bed. They think it's everywhere. But guess what? Half the time, they don't even know what it means. That's right, the far right's whole thing is about fear. Fear of change, fear of being left behind, fear of not getting a seat at the table when the world moves on. So they cling to this word woke like it's a lifeline, even though half of them couldn't explain the concept of woke if it smacked them in the face with a Starbucks latte and a rainbow flag. They're convinced woke is this big scary thing that's trying to, what? Destroy America? And yet, what exactly is being destroyed? Is it the safe spaces where people don't want to hear your ignorant views on everything? Maybe, but let's be real, folks. If you're so fragile that you need to protect your feelings from someone else's existence, maybe the problem isn't them. But here's the real kicker. On the other side of this debate, the left can't even get their act together to define woke. You think the left is out here fighting for justice and equality? Well, they're trying to, but they're doing it like a bunch of first-year philosophy majors who've read a few too many critical theory books while sipping overpriced coffee. They're obsessed with buzzwords and identity politics, but they don't have a coherent message about what woke even means. Is woke about fighting racism? Okay, good, I'm on board. Is it about recognizing privilege? Cool, I'm still sort of with you, but then why does it feel like it's more about shaming people for existing, for being wrong, for, I don't know, not having read every book on the intersectionality syllabus? It's like the left is trying to redefine justice by seeing who can call someone the worst name first. No, seriously, I've seen more canceling in the name of social justice than actual, real social justice being served. It's a competition to see who's the most offended. But let's not forget the best part. Neither side can agree on what it means to be woke. The right thinks it's some Marxist conspiracy, the left thinks it's an enlightenment movement, and in reality, they've turned it into a cultural game of tag where the only rule is don't touch anyone without being more offended than them first. How do we fix this? I don't know. Maybe we start by just talking to each other like adults? Here's an idea, people. Maybe, now just maybe, we could stop using woke as a weapon to destroy the other side and start figuring out how to actually, solve problems. Like, hey, the right, maybe stop pretending like wokeness is going to cancel Christmas. And the left, maybe don't overcomplicate things with your thought experiments and focus on actual change for once. Crazy idea, I know. The bottom line here is simple. The right has turned woke into a punching bag because it's easier to fight something abstract than face real issues like income equality, climate change, or the fact that we've got a failing healthcare system. The left, on the other hand, has gotten so caught up in their own buzzwords that they've forgotten how to speak to regular people. Instead of focusing on real solutions, they've focused on creating an environment where they can out-victimize the other side. Folks, it's time we grow up. The far right needs to stop turning everything into a boogeyman, and the left needs to stop acting like it's some exclusive club that only people with a certain vocabulary can join. Woke shouldn't be the dividing line. It's a distraction. It's a tool to keep us fighting each other while the rich and powerful continue to do whatever they want. So here's my challenge to both sides. Stop playing these petty games. Stop using woke as your rallying cry. Start talking to each other. Start solving real problems. Because at the end of the day, when your wokeness is more about policing language than fixing real issues, you've missed the point entirely. And that is the truth.